Hello everyone, today our topic is how to add GetResponse contacts in Teachable automatically. So here my objective is that whenever I add a new contact in GetResponse, then we want to capture the details of that contact and we want to automatically create a new user in Teachable. So for that we have to build a connection between GetResponse and Teachable. So for creating this connection, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, we are going to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use GetResponse. In action application, I'm going to use Teachable. So how I am going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen. And today we are going to see that how we can add GetResponse contacts in Teachable automatically as a new user. So here my objective is that whenever I add a new contact in GetResponse, then automatically I want to create a new user in Teachable with those same details of GetResponse contact. So for my objective, I have to build a connection between GetResponse and Teachable, and for that I have to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com, and it will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I'm going to click here on Access Now button under Pabbly Connect. And this will take us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is a folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now I want to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on Create Workflow button. And this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow. So I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to add GetResponse contacts in Teachable automatically. Now I'm going to select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to select home here and I will click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we need to set up our trigger first and here my trigger application will be GetResponse. So I'm going to select GetResponse here. Now I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to select this contact subscribed. So this is going to trigger when a contact is added. So I'm going to select this. And now I have to connect GetResponse with Pabbly Connect. So for that, I have to use this webhook URL. So this webhook URL is going to work as a bridge between Pabbly Connect and GetResponse. So for connecting these two accounts, I have to follow all this instruction. So first I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And now I will go to GetResponse. And here I will click here on this tools button. And I will scroll down and I will go to webhooks. And here I have to create a new webhook. So for that, I will click here on create webhook button. And first I have to name my webhook. So I'm going to name it as testing. Now I'm going to paste that webhook URL that I've copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. And now I have to select my event. So for the event, I'm going to use this contact subscribed. So I'm going to select this and I will scroll down and I'm going to give my webhook status of active. So I'm going to toggle this option of inactive on. So my webhook status is active now and I'm going to click on create webhook. And here I have successfully added my webhook. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see it is waiting for webhook response. So how I am going to get this webhook response? For that, I have to create a new contact in GetResponse. So for creating a new contact, I will go back to GetResponse. Now we'll go to contacts. And here I'm going to create a new contact. So I'll click here on add contact button. So first I have to select the list where I want to save my contact. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to select this list of core PHP. And I'm going to add this manually. So I'm going to select one by one manually option. And now I will give my contact email address and the name of my contact. So my email address will be testuser@pabblytudes.com and I will give the name to my contact. So the name of my contact will be testuser. And I will click on this option of I have permission to add this contact to my list. And I will click on add contact. Now I will go back and I'm going to open this list of core PHP. And in this list, I can see that I have added this new contact. So the email address is testuser@pablitudes.com and the name of my contact is testuser. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see we have received this new response. So my event type is contact added and the name of my contact is testuser and the email is testuser@pablitudes.com. And this is the campaign name, and by the campaign name it means the list name. So my list name is core PHP. Now what I need is I want to use these details and I want to create a new user in Teachable by using these same details. So for that I have to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab and here my action application will be Teachable. So I'm going to select Teachable here and I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab and create new user will be my action event. So I'm going to select this and I will connect Teachable with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection, and to connect Teachable, I have to give an email, password and subdomain of my account. So here I'm going to fill these details. So I'm going to first give my email and the password. So these are my email and the password of my account. Now what I need is I need a subdomain. So for the subdomain, I have to go to my Teachable account. So in this, I'm going to use this school. So I'm going to open this, and after opening this school, it will take me to this admin portal. And in this admin portal domain, I have this subdomain. So in this domain, I have this name of my school. So I'm going to copy this. I will go back to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to paste that here. So this is going to be my subdomain. So I'm going to click on save and I have successfully connected Teachable with Pabbly Connect. Now to create a new user, I have to fill all these details. So first I have to give my email and the name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the details that I have received from GetResponse contact details. So here I'm going to map those details and I'm going to use mapping. So what mapping is? Mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous steps and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I'm going to click here. I will open this response of GetResponse. And in this, I have this email address. So I'm going to map this first. Now I'm going to map the contact name. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of GetResponse. And this is the name of my contact. So I'm going to map this. Now I have to give a password. So for the password, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a combination of the name of my contact and some symbols. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of GetResponse and I'm going to map the name of my contact. And I'm going to give the symbol of @123. So every time I will add a new user, then the password will be the name of contact and the symbol @123. So this is going to be my password. Now I need the subject. So for the subject, I have to enter the subject of the notification email for the user to receive. And in the subject, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the name of my campaign so that it will be clear that I have added that contact for that particular subject. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of GetResponse. And this is my campaign name, which is core PHP. So I'm going to map this. And now I need the source. I don't have any source, but if you have any source, you can map that too. So I'm going to leave this blank and I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have this response. So this is a positive response and this means that I have added this new user automatically in Teachable. Now to check this, let me take you to my school where I'm adding this user. So I will go back to my Teachable admin portal. And in this, I will go to user. And here we can see that I have added this new user automatically in Teachable. Now I'm going to show you this user. So I'm going to click here. And the name of my user is test user and the email is testuser@pablitudes.com. So these are the same details of the new contact that I have added in GetResponse and I have used those details to create a new user automatically in Teachable. So whenever I'm adding a new contact in GetResponse, then automatically I'm getting those details of the new contact and I'm adding a new user automatically in Teachable. So my connection between GetResponse and Teachable is working successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have built this connection between GetResponse and Teachable in such a way that whenever we are getting a new contact added in GetResponse, then automatically we are adding a new user in Teachable with those same details of the contact. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger and my trigger application was GetResponse and my trigger event was contact subscribed. Then I have set up my action and my action application was Teachable and my action event was create new user. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. and I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.